celebrating the world's most popular sport. This is Ultimate Soccer. And now your host, here's Soccer Steve.
Oh, I tell you. What I just saw was so funny. Yes, it put a smile on my face, but I tell you what, nothing puts more smiles on my face than the Canadian national team of today. And subscribers, family, thank you very much. And poets who comment down below. Yes, poets who comment down below. Muchísimas gracias. Thank you, my amigas, my amigos, my friends. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for your commentar. It's wonderful. I'll tell you what, this channel is proving to be an absolute blast. I'm having a blast with it. I hope you're having a blast with it. And you know what? If you got a question, then easy. Steve at theultimatesoccershow.com. I know it's long, but at the real end of the show, all you got to do is go down below, copy, paste into your contacts. Bada boom, bada bing. And you'll be able to send me a question. So you got a question, Steve at theultimatesoccershow.com. Look at this. Look at this. I'm dressed for the game. There's a point to why I'm so padded out tonight. It'll become apparent as we unfold the show. But you'll definitely get it as we move through. And I'm not doing anything but putting a Canadian fan point across. I've had a lot of emails from a lot of you guys. So thank you very much, guys, for the emails. It's overwhelming. It really is. There's a lot of emails come through. We're going to get to the post-game soon enough. But I've got to tell you, there's a bit of business we've got to take care of first. So thank you very much for the emails. Thank you for the kind words from the ladies and the gentlemen, mi amigas, mi amigos, my friends, the football family. When you subscribe, you're part of the football family. We are football family. So big thanks. And I've got to say, like I say, it's a lot of fun. And some of the things that you guys have interacted with, it's beautiful. It's what the football family is. Soccer is a social event, no matter what. Now, the average Canadian fan who's very conservative, very relaxed, looks at your average South American, Central American, European as like maybe a little fanatical. No, not of the sort. They are just regular fans. They love their country, love their nation, boom, 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 with everything they got. So, Canadian fans are getting that way too. I tell you what, I've got to say, am I still buzzing? I've been still buzzing from the 4-1 win we had against Panama at Toronto, BMO Field. Still buzzing. I've never been this buzzing. I'm going to carry on being buzzing until November 12th. I don't care what happens, because you can't take away from me right now the last 6 games, how I feel and how good it feels. By the way, how good it feels, go to theultimatesoccershow.com. I put a little soccer chant together that if it takes flame at the game, it'll be a massive chant. So go to soccersteve.com, listen to Tell Me How Good Does It Feel. Johnny Herdman's at the wheel. We got David and Kay. You can hear the rest at theultimatesoccershow.com. But go there. And I mean, like I say, Edmonton fans, Albertans, my brothers, my sisters. I mean, I've got property. I live in Alberta as well as other places. But my main place of stay right now, obviously, for the last couple of decades plus, Alberta. That's where I live. So Edmonton, I know like the back of my hand. I've announced more games than I can remember. I'll have to count them up, but I hold a qualifying record for FIFA for announcing games, World Cup qualifying games. I did it because that was my mission. I wanted to be numero uno in that field, and that's what I became. That's my little song to fame. No big talk about me, because it's not about me. This is about us. But that's something I'm really proud of. But where Edmonton concerns itself, let me tell you, great people in Edmonton. A massive city, fantastic people. They get behind events. I've seen so many events go through. I was a member of the local organising committee for quite some, we're talking World Cup events. I was part of the events organising committees going through Alberta over the last couple of decades. So I've done a lot of good service for the people. That's the way I look at it. It's not about me. It's about the game. It's about us. It's what I can bring. And I promoted that, brought it, helped it, nurtured it, and it was fantastic. For now, Costa Rica's next up. Edmonton's coming. The game has been sold phenomenally. I'll tell you what, 50,000 plus is what I'm looking at in the crowd. 50,000 plus in the crowd. And have you been looking at the seats? I know some of you, because you've emailed me, I'm having a laugh here. You've been looking at the seat sales at Ticketmaster, right? Fanatically, daily, looking at what's going on. You're not the only one. A lot of us have been watching it, and we've been looking at it going, can you believe how quick these tickets are selling? Because we can't remember it selling so quick, ever. You got to understand, a game that I talked to you about, where I'm going to get to some stuff here later. This is impressive. You'll love it. But that game I was at Edmonton, a World Cup qualifier, I think we had 7,000 people for a World Cup qualifier. This one, we're looking at 50,000 plus. That's a crowd. I urge that crowd, Edmontonians, Greater Edmontonians, Albertans, and so many people travelling in. We've had emails from people travelling in. Love yous, guys. Love yous. We'll be in touch. But people travelling in from out of the province. People from way out east have travelled in to Edmonton for the games. It's a phenomenal thing. This has attracted people from coast to coast to come to Edmonton for the game. That's how big this is reaching. So, the game itself, I've got to tell you, it's been promoted by the team, not by the association. It's results and it's recruiting as well that's made this team what it is. I'm going to lay it out on the line. It's a phenomenal job by Johnny Herb and CSA that have done a fantastic job together in such a short term. They got a mission, they stuck to it, they've gone for it like nothing else I've seen for the CSA or Soccer Canada ever in time. And I'm talking 2 decades plus. Am I pumped about it? Yes, I am. Is it fantastic? Yes, it is. And you know what? They've done it on the cheap. They've done it on the cheap. I tell you what, for years and years and years, Canada's done it on the cheap. But with this team, they've really done it on the cheap because it's the results that have promoted this team, even to people who don't know soccer. You soccer fans, the Voyagers, TFC, Whitecap fans, Vancouver Whitecap fans I'm talking about, Montreal Impact fans, Impact de Montreal fans, yeah, and then the CPL, Canadian Premier League soccer fans, they all know about Soccer Canada and the Canadian team and how good it is now. Maybe not what's been happening over the last 18 months, what I've been talking about, and how good it's coming and how good it's going to be. But Canadian soccer is alive in soccer for soccer fans. But now it's reaching your average Canadian who doesn't know diddly squat about soccer, but they know about a team that's going somewhere. And this team has promoted itself to the hilt, and God bless them, they have. And the Canadian Soccer Association, they cannot believe their luck. I'm telling you now. But they are worth the luck because the CSA and Soccer Canada over the years that I have had privilege to work with them, I got checks from the CSA over time, but I've seen how this organisation has straved and strained to get to the next level. What they got now, they're worth it. But I'll say this, there's some very interesting connections that Soccer Canada has manipulated and gained over the last couple of decades that I've seen. And that is called politics. And soccer is politics. But anyway, keeping it simple. The game is fantastic. It's been promoted amazingly. And it's the team that's done it. Your Buchanans, your Jonathan Davies, your Alfonso Davies, Stephen Estacchio. You've got to think Mr. Mio in the back, Mr. Bourgeon in the defence. The whole team's firing. And now you're bringing in Mr. Ike Ugbo. Let's go with Ike Ugbo for a minute. Was a big English international. Now, yes, Canadian fans, Ike Ugbo update. Was an English international at the U17 level, won the Toulon competition, which is a big competition. The Toulon competition is a big competition. No matter what age category, it's a big competition. And doesn't this look good, eh? Doesn't this look good? I'm padded up for a cold night. That's why I'm looking big, because it's going to be cold. This is flag gear. This is the proper flag gear. This is state-of-the-art stuff. Canada, yeah? Top line. Bingo, bango, Canada. Bada boom, bada bing. So, that's what I'm saying. On the day, we're looking good. Now, Mr. E.K. Ugbo. Couple of things. First thing, he played for England, like I say, U17 player, big player. You'd have thought, maybe he's stepping up to go to the U21s and then go to the national team. Didn't happen. U17, he's now 23. Didn't happen. Think about what quality he really is and what he's not. He's not a grade A cutting-edge world-class player. He's your B to C gameplay gayer. So for Canada, I'm telling you now, he's not your automatic starting player. He could start a game if your starting guys are injured or they got a suspension. So Ugbo, just think of this and wisen up, guys. He's not your starting forward. He can if needed, but he's backup. He's a boost to the squad. That's what he is. He's a boost to the squad. So he's made our squad bigger, better, faster, stronger. But you got Jonathan Davies. You got Alphonso Davies. You got Kyle Larin. You got Osorio as well. You got Junior Hoylett. You got Tejon Buchanan. There's a lot of talent there that no one is really going to unseat easy. So remember, he's the new guy on the block and he's got to pay his time. But here's the deal. We've got to cap him. What do you mean cap him, Steve? Right. International players, you soccer fans, I know you know, but people tuning in for now. And by the way, if you're tuning in right now and you've never tuned in before, tune in again, subscribe, and you'll get all the good stuff too. I talk all the games from qualifying, but chiefly Canada. That's the way we are. That's the way we play. So, I'm going to say, with Ugbo, chiefly an England player, U17, won the Toulon competition, was supposed to stay with England. Things never turned out. He was a Chelsea player for 4 years, but he went out on loan a few times. He went to Scunthorpe amongst all teams. He went out to Bruges, and then he went out to Genk. Now he's with Genk, and he's been signed for Genk for a year. 9 goals on the league, 2 goals, 9 appearances on the league. But on total, he's played 10 games. He's got 4 goals in total. So that's not a bad return for going to your first team on a contract. He's a B-grade striker. Dangerous. Can finish. Technically, ability is pretty high. Physical strength is good. Speed is not so bad. That's not his strength, but it's not so bad. But he needs good supply to make it happen. Supply the guy, you're going to get goals. But again, he's a boost to the squad. Why is he playing for Canada? Well, interesting question. He was always with England because that's where he was born, but he lived in Canada till 2008, went back to the UK, and I'll tell you why. I figure he went back there to make his game better, to give himself more chance to go to a club or attack clubs and get a career. So I'm thinking he went back there, and that was a good idea. It worked out for him. Now, England don't seem to need him at the national level. Now he won a national championship in the Toulon competition at the U17, you say. Fine. But until you play for the full national team, it doesn't matter what you do, U21, U20, 17, 16s, whatever. It doesn't matter what you do until you cross the line for your full national team. That's where it starts. So that's why he's still eligible to play for either Canada, Nigeria, or England. Now, quickly, his parents are from Nigeria. You think, well, you know what? If England say no, maybe pride goes, well, I'm going to play for my dad's country or my mum's country. No. He wants to play for Canada. He's going to play for Canada. He's elected to play for Canada. He's going to be in the squad in Edmonton. I guarantee you, Johnny Herdman should play him, even if it's just a minute. He's got to play him so we can cap him. Cap him for Canada, get him in the game, make him ours. We've got to cap him. We've got to cap him. We've got to cap him. That's what it's all about. Cap the guy. So, cap him, make him part of the team, moving forward. Now, the shirt story. As we're sitting here, it's getting rather warm, but here comes one. And part of the story is, that is a lovely jacket, by the way, but part of the story is this, is that, you know, a lot of people ordered soccer shirts at the CanadaSoccerShop.com, but they can't get shirts. And originally, I tested the system. I tested the system after you emailed me and said, hey, they said like this, that, and now it's this, that. What I mean is, a few people were disgruntled about the shirts and the times it takes to get a shirt, yada yada. Now, here's the story unfolding. I tested the system like you asked me to, like you alerted me to, and I said, well, I'll do it this way. So what I did was, on the 17th of October, after the last batch of games, I ordered a couple of shirts. Number 20, Jonathan David shirts, black and white shirt. $1.49, $315 for 2 shirts. It said it was a 5 to 7 day delivery. I'm like, yay, got them for the next game in Edmonton. But in actual fact, it didn't turn out. Now, October 17th, ordered, looking like, you know, October 24th delivered, is now November 18th after the games. Now, if you wanted them shirts for the games, that's a bit of a piss off, right? Yeah? So, here's the way to look at it. If you can't get the shirt, reach deep back in your locker, guys and girls, hombres, and grab a shirt that's Canadian. Now, you can take another one off. So here goes again. I'm stripping right off. So you reach back in your locker and you keep grabbing for shirts. And as you keep grabbing for shirts, because remember, it's going to be a cold night, yeah? You keep layering down just in case it starts to get warm, which it won't. It's going to be a cold night in Edmonton. What I'm saying is this. You can be a little pissed off, and I can understand, guys, you're pissed off about not getting your shirts and you're so eager to dress up in your Nike shirts and yada, 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 wear the badge, bam, 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 and be on display in the real team wear. All I can say is this, in all honesty, I think that Team Canada's sportswear department, manufacturers, marketers, dropped a massive ball. They did not see how big this team was getting in such a short time. They didn't have enough shirts ready to go. They still don't have enough shirts ready to go. And the one thing that makes me a little mad is that they're trying to blame trucking companies for the delay in delivery. And they're trying to blame COVID for the delay in the delivery. It's on the pic. I'm going to throw up pretty soon. You're going to see it. But they don't take credit for not being ready for the biggest sale of their lives. If they'd have watched their team and been advised properly, they'd have known step by step, we need to blow at least $5 million on shirts in September after watching this team develop for the last year, especially after the Gold Cup. I mean, are you blind in your marketing department? Canada Soccer? Not being rude, but someone needs to wake up. Maybe give me a call. I'm not being rude, but someone needs to wake up in the departments there, because you could see this coming. This was predicted, way ahead of time how this would come. So, shirt sales are not happening. So, what we've got to do, Canadian fans, we've got to get on site, Commonwealth Stadium, and wear Canada. Anything red would be great. Even red with white, red with black, or white with red, but predominantly red would be fantastic. So you can't get a national shirt, doesn't matter. Reach in the back of your closet, get a Canadian shirt. And hey, it might be cold up on them seats up there. So maybe a big red sweater. Keep yourself warm because it's going to get cold. So, just saying, Kate, ready to get more than one red shirt. It could be interesting. Now, as we go through, oh, here we go, another shirt coming off. And to prove the point, there you go. Basic red Canadian shirt. This is lovely. I love this one. This is lovely. So, another shirt. There you go. I hope to be this cool on the day. So, get a shirt on. Now, back to the nuts and bolts. Your shirt story. It is what it is. Guys, if you've ordered it, I feel your pain. I really do. And I'm with you because I've got 2 on order. Jonathan Davis, number 20, black and whites. Love the shirt, love the player. But you know what? Like I say, grab something else and just go with the flow. Now, in the group, moving forward, don't see much change actually on the group. I really don't see too much change. Panama and Canada, I think, are the only 2 teams that are going to make a massive change. If Panama gets 2 wins back-to-back in the next 2 games, wow, they're right in there for 3rd. Right in there for 3rd. It might be Mexico or America who's closer to them, and we could be right in there, real close. If Panama bangs out 2 wins, it's going to be really interesting. It's going to be so close. But if we can grab 2 wins, oh, I tell you, we will do ourselves a massive favour for the next round of qualifying. It won't be funny. So, the group, I say, no major change. Mexico, Canada, Mexico and USA, you know what they're doing. But Panama,